I make a point, I want to say first that one of the main reasons for doing the show is just to come out and say thank you to you guys on behalf of, you know, the band and myself, but also not just for supporting the music and giving us, you know, an opportunity to be musicians for a living, but also for the amazing support and the messages and the murals and the tributes and all the incredible stuff that you guys did in the last year and change. So one of the reasons why I wanted to do this tour is because of that, because I wanted to come and say thank you in person. Like Florida is a special place. Florida in general is a special place for me for a couple reasons. I used to come out here with my dad. I said this last night in Tampa as well. My dad is, you know, in one of the songs I say my mom taught me words. My dad, he built rockets. My dad was an engineer before he retired. He's still around. He was an engineer, and he would take me to rocket launches, space shuttle launches and stuff here at Cape Canaveral. And I was really, really lucky to be able to do that, and I think that, you know, part of that kind of his engineering, interest in engineering and the way he's kind of mathematical like that and organized and whatever, it's like something that probably influenced me a lot in the way that I do what I do. And the other reason that is, you know, so I spent summers here once in a while when I was a kid. I loved it. The other thing is that with Linkin Park, when we did our first US tour, we were driving across the country. I was driving we were in an RV because we wouldn't fit in a van. Because Joe's DJ rig was the size of a refrigerator. It didn't make a ton of sense why it was so big. And I was driving most of the time across the country, and we did our first show actually I think it was St. Petersburg, Florida. Nice, cool. You weren't at the show, were you? Anybody Wow, holy shit. You guys are old. You're old like me. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for so fucking long. That's amazing. That is so cool. And yeah, I just have these really fond memories of driving, like as the sun was coming up. Like we were driving at night sometimes and just wanted to get here as fast as we could. And the first shows were like such a, you know, a whirlwind. Like we didn't know what we were doing at all, but we just had all this energy and the whole world in front of us, and it was just such a magical time. So I appreciate you guys for that. I have fond memories of that, and every time I come to Florida, without fail, I think of that every single time. And yeah, in those days, like Chester he was so crazy. Oh my God, he was so crazy. Like, because he was like such a wild, he was like very, he like loved or hated everything. So like, you could never, my joke was that you could never, he would never think a movie was okay. I'm not even exaggerating this. Like, you'd walk out of a movie with him and he'd be like, so what did you think? And it would either be, that was the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe anybody spend money to make a movie that's so fucking dumb. Or it would be the opposite. That's the best fucking movie I've ever seen. Oh my God, it's fucking dumb. I tell everybody I gotta go see it. I think it changed my life. Right? I think you guys got a sense of that from like just the way he was on stage and stuff. I like to tell you guys little bits and like fun stories about the way it was and who he was and stuff, because I do want to use these moments to celebrate him, to celebrate his amazing personality, to celebrate his amazing voice, to celebrate all the awesome music that all got to experience with him together, right? So make some noise for Chester as loud as you can. Parts, okay? I don't know why, doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away, it's so unreal. Didn't look out below, watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on and didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me. I'm surprised that it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I trust in you. Push as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I put my trust in you. Push as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. Tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Hi. You have the sign that says "Make Chester Proud." Can I ask you? I was thinking of either playing. I mean, we won't. Don't tell anybody else. But I was thinking. It's not, oh, I caught it.